Hello and welcome back to Cookie and Hayden's. Of course, I am Car Boot Chris, and we've got Bargain Bell here today. Cookie's there as well. You've got the whole crew, Cookie and the Haydens.
Even though Cookie's looking like we're sending her to sleep already.
I know, yeah, she's very chilled. So welcome to our Monday night live show, Reseller World, where we're going to be parting with some valuable information to help you with your reselling business. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just have a chat and talk about nothing and pass a couple of hours.
Maybe we'll just wing it.
We'll just completely wing it. We're going to have a chilled out sort of session today. I've got a few things on my crib sheet. I always show you my crib sheet. This is how organized I am. It's in an 8 square grid for different subjects.
2 of them have nothing in.
Yes. Well, that's hellos and closing. Everything else has something in. We've gone. Why does it do that? Proper annoying. So anyway, you're not even ready to do the shouts, hellos. Shall I just do it?
You're gonna have to. I've got my hands full. Whole lot of cookie going on.
Lucy Goosey was first one in. Hello. Hi, Lucy. Steve Brano shortly afterwards. Jeff, time to make a cuppa. Yep, get your brews in. Damien's here. Damien's had a night of YouTube. And Leanne, we've got Rebecca Turner there. Steve Jackson. Rach R. Oliver Ian. Carlo B's here. Jesus, I'm early. Makes a change, doesn't it? Chris Tyler, hi Chris. If they're late, I reckon they'll be watching the videos. Yeah, we know what videos you're talking about. Hi Tori, welcome back. Oh, left-handed hummingbird. That's a strange name. I'm always fascinated by people's YouTube names.
And it's normally something straightforward how they got it.
Left-handed hummingbird. That to me makes no sense, but let us know. You're new to the chat, so welcome. That's always good to have a newbie. Drop a comment. I'm interested to know what that means. Is it like the name of your store or something like that, maybe? Victoria Plum. Hi, Victoria. Paradox Picker. Oh, I've bloody gone again. You know, I sent them a message about this jumping, and they said they're passing it on to their technical team or whatever, StreamYard, about this. It's stupid how this jumps down. It proper gets me tits.
This is why I need to do the chat.
Does it jump on the normal one?
Not on mine.
Where are we? Paradox Picker. I'm back on it. Nathan. Let's try and get Northern Reseller. Gary, Catan. Oh, they're all turning up now. Trotters is here. Everyone's here now. Dave Watkins. This is my second week. No. Once you've been 2 weeks, you're one of the team.
One of the golden oldies.
Yeah. Gina May, is that another new name? Hiya. Welcome to the stream. Jones here. Jason, I'm not gonna do what you do and get the thing. Andrew Money Mental's in. Oh crikey. Lots of people. Hang on, someone's asked for some advice, and we're all about advice here at Reseller World. Can I have some advice, please? Just picked up a 9 kilogram vintage Lego, oh God, and bases for £20. Oh, you've asked the wrong person, David.
I'm sure there'll be somebody in Lego.
Somebody in. Damien might be able to answer you. He is a Lego king. I really hate Lego. I hate it. Question, will there be an auction today, as I don't want any more stuff? No, there's no auction today.
Once a month.
Every month, Andrew. And here's a tip for you. And it's really important when you go to auctions. If you don't want the item,
don't bid.
Don't bid on it. Because there's always a chance that you're going to win it. Tea Cakes is here. John at YLM. And that is it. We've got to the bottom in record time. Is that because we've got hardly anybody in? No, we've got 53 in.
Left-hand Hummingbird has said, yes, it's the name of our business and eBay store.
Ah, that makes more sense.
We've got Lana Nicole in.
I've a Miss Lana.
You have.
Sorry.
Left-handed Hummingbird said, there are 2 of us, and one of us is left-handed, and the other flits from one thing to another like a hummingbird.
Say that again so that my brain can process it.
There's 2 of them. One's left-handed and the other flits from one thing to another like a hummingbird. So that's where they've got left-handed hummingbird.
I'd love to have seen the brainstorming session that came up with that name. I really would. But nice one anyway. Unusual names, always good.
We've got Ben Tyler in.
Who?
Ben Tyler.
Oh, Ben.
Oh, Taylor. Now, Ben, you said I'm late, but you're actually not late. We've literally just started. We're only.
Well, no, technically he's late. We've already started.
Well, no, because Ben generally comes in late. This isn't late.
Okay.
Cat Doctor's in. I'm here listening, packing, hoovering, sorting. Hi, Cookie, Bell, Chris, and the chat.
I think you need to get out from behind the dog.
I know. I'm like struggling to read from a distance. Grant Resells.
Even the dog's bored. Look, she can't listen to you anymore.
Grant Resells is in.
Come on, gorgeous.
She's
Who's my
fine.
chicken? Who's my chicken?
Look,
yes.
People are here for Cookie. They love Cookie. We've got Ray the Disabled Picker in.
Hi, Ray.
You're definitely not a newbie no more. I'm pretty sure this is your 3rd or 4th week of being in. Oh, there you go. Just logged on. Heard something about Lego. Sell lots of Lego. Yeah, further up in the chat. Who was it who asked the question? Dave Watkins has asked for some advice. He says he's just picked up 9 kilograms of vintage Lego and bases for £20. How much should he aim for? So any advice on that? Go for it.
Yeah, I'm useless at Lego. I couldn't even guess. I couldn't even give you like a ballpark figure. I have no idea whatsoever.
So yeah, there we go. Now we're
Ben says I'm at work though, so I've got an excuse. Yeah, fair enough. Ben,
we'll let you off then. We'll let you off.
But hang on a minute. You're at work. How is this happening? You're at work.
Don't question it as a viewer.
Skiving off.
Belle, did Chris just call you gorgeous in a loving way?
I think you'll find her called Cookie Gorgeous.
If he did, I missed it. You all right, baby girl?
It was definitely Cookie.
You all right, baby girl? Hey? It's got to the point where even the dog knows when it's Monday night because she starts to sulk about 3 hours before, knowing that she's going to have to be on her own.
I'm convinced that she knows.
2 hours.
She knows. Damien doesn't touch Lego unless it's minifigures.
All right.
I thought you were big on Lego, that's all. Grant Resells, Cooking Hayden's. I'm a member of the CCC and a valuable supporter of the YouTube channel on Facebook. When am I worthy of a spanner?
Never worthy of a spanner. Do you really want us to answer that?
Soon, Grant, soon. The problem is, I would give you a spanner right now, but because I'm operating from StreamYard, it doesn't let me do it. So what I have to do is, when the stream finishes, I'll have to go into my account and make you a spanner. But I will do.
Why do people want to be spanners?
Because they want that power.
They want the power, do
yeah, they want that. It's like a hierarchy of viewership.
But then within the spanner community, is there another hierarchy of who got the first spanner and how many spanners you've got? And
no,
I don't know,
no, not really.
that.
No,
okay.
no. I think you're overthinking it there.
Oh, he's a HGV driver.
Oh, he's parked up for a bit. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you parked up.
I was going to say, and you're clearly not parked in Devon, or you won't be able to get a reception.
Hi, Carl. Nice of you to join us. I'm
going to get licked to death now.
Yeah.
This is the evening groom that she does. Pins me down and grooms me.
Oliver Green says, with great power comes great responsibility. Yes, that is absolutely true.
Please don't start licking your bits while you start mini cooks. That's really not nice. You're definitely not licking me out after you've just had a sniff around them.
Ray, the disabled picker. We'll just call you Ray. If selling as a job lot aim £20 a kilo, I split mine down, sell all the good stuff separate, then the rest I get £21 a kilo. I roughly sell on average 5 kilo a day on eBay, mega money and 5. You do 5 lots of that, 5 kilos a day. Right, that's good going.
And he gets £21 a kilo.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might have to go into Lego.
It's never going to happen. Just the same reason you don't do jigsaws.
Just
too many bits. Too many bits.
Andrew is the biggest tool. Catan says, picked up some star buys at the boot. Morphy Richards soup smoothie maker, £4 you get. That's good, £50. Cairo back for 3. What's a Cairo back? Should be over 30. That's good. Some nice pickups. LB Retro is in.
Hello.
Good evening, my fellow resellers. Tom's in. Hi, Tom. Nice of you to pop in. And Carlo B says 20 a kilo, usually only around Christmas for me. Mostly get maximum 15 a kilo. Well, so people have different experiences,
15,
don't they?
20 quid.
Get what you can.
Still good value when you pay
£20.
When you pay £20 for the whole lot. So for 9 kilos, that's pretty good.
Yes, it is. But I don't touch Lego because I hate it. So, shall we do some shout outs?
Yeah.
Ray says, sorry, I am really disabled. I go around the car boots on my mobility scooter. Oh, that's tough, isn't it? I mean, I didn't doubt that you were disabled. It's not
just
something
a mouthful
I doubted,
saying Ray,
but I just thought,
are you called Ray though?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, well, some people and they go Oliver Ian.
I was trying not to define you by your disability and just call you Ray because it's easier and it's easier to remember. Jeremy Kyle's in. Let's have not. Oh, we've done this already, haven't we? Let's not have any drama. Tom says I get £15 a kilo, mostly with free postage for random lots. Cool. Lots of people commenting on the Lego.
Ray is called Ray. Yay.
MJ Dumbarton. Is that a new name?
No, I've heard it before. Apologies.
Hiya. I'll do the opposite of the emoji. Yes, Paradox says is similar to Tom. It's £15. Oh God, that wasn't even my stomach. That was my throat. Have you ever had that, where your throat makes a noise? Can't deal with Lego unless it's sealed. I'm with you, Nathan, on that. Definitely sealed only for me. I couldn't be arsed with it. Chris, would you pick up new and sealed Lego? Yes, I would. You know, of course, I would pick it up like the box.
The new and sealed stuff is very rarely at a reasonable price.
Don't see them that often. Yeah. Don't see them that often. Normally, someone snaffled that really quickly. No, you're not new here. Tonight's show is going to be a very, very chilled out chat about reselling. Jeff the Scratch while we're actually live.
We think we should call this one. We should call this one Cuddles with Cookie.
Yeah.
Cuddles with Cookie.
But no, you're going to hear all kinds of quality advice and information on reselling, and some other load of rubbish. Oh, Tea Cakes has given us an update on the chocolates. Updated on the 35-year-old chocolates. £40. Sold £500 worth so far.
Wow.
That went quick, didn't it?
I can't believe that many people want out-of-date chocolates.
Those went really quick. Chris Collinson, is that a new name? I think it is.
Yeah, it's not one I recognise.
Welcome to the stream.
If you are new, hello. We always like to hear from our newbies.
Tori says, how are your sales going? I would say lower than normal, but they've not come to a halt. Can't say that much. I mean, I shipped out 16 items this morning from the weekend. I would say normally I would do 20 to 25 from a weekend, so I'm slightly lower than normal. But I think generally it's time of year. August is.
Everyone's on holiday. Everyone's spending the pennies elsewhere.
Everyone's attempting to go on holiday, but also people are out and about as well. And historically, this is a quiet time for reselling. So let's hope it doesn't last too much longer because we've got Christmas coming, haven't we? Christmas.
Cal Phillips has had a week away in Cornwall.
Managed to hit 2 boots. Oh yeah, there's one just near. There's one just near Newquay, yeah, which we've been to, and one on the way to Bodmin. What was the name of that one?
I can barely remember what your name is, let alone the name of the car boot. Question. What's that?
Rach R says, what kind of lights are good for storage unit with no electric? I have not been able to take photos of stuff because it's too dark. Oh, I can't answer that one because I don't have a storage unit, but there's plenty of people who do. So somebody will give you a shout on that one. Okay, right. Anyway, we've done a little bit of chat, but I said we're keeping it really chilled out tonight because last week's auction was busy.
Just a quick one there. LB Retro has said that he's been putting up his videos, letting us follow his shed.
Oh yes,
hasn't he? So no new shed update just gone up.
Okay, so go take a look at that, guys. Andrew says I use newer lights. Well, it's better than older lights, I suppose. Amazon light box. Just started getting. Ray says just started getting into buying cameras, losing more than making, but I'm learning. Yeah, as long as you're not losing too much, you got to learn along the way, haven't you? I've done a few cameras. I've had some fails and I've had some major wins, and you'll see a nice winner today that I'll share with you in a little while.
What's that?
Chris says not a newbie, been here last 3 weeks. Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
But have you been?
Have you said
chat?
hello?
Have you been in the chat? Because I don't recognise your name.
I do apologise if you have. We're getting on a bit. You see, I'm getting old.
For yourself.
Okay, not you then. But then you can take the blame for it because if your brain's better than mine, but I'm getting on a bit and I forget. Whatever. So I am sorry. You do have to come at least 5 times for me to remember your name.
Oh, there you go. Andrew's kindly put a link in for the lights. Thank you very much. Oh, is she had enough?
Go on,
is she
down.
Going? Is she going?
Go.
And she's gone.
Go on, go sit down, baby.
And I've now got a nice little tear in my tights. And before you ask, no, there's no leg shots today.
Okay, shall we do some shout outs?
Go for it.
I haven't got many to do as normal, but I need to start getting on top of the shout outs better. I need to, because the idea was when people sort of connected with me on Cookie. Right, thank you. when people connected with us on Instagram and stuff, we sort of, if it was worthy of a shout out, we'd do a shout out, and I haven't really been doing that. I've not been keeping notes. So I need to do better with the shout outs, but let's do it anyway, because I have got a couple of things to say. So I need to roll the VT.
Shoutouts.
So we are running perilously low on entries into the Chupa Chups crew, the CCC. We've had another member join this week.
Has it been signed, sealed, delivered?
No, he didn't want it signed.
Okay.
I think Ricky Lee actually wanted to go around the boot sales wearing it, so he didn't want it signed.
Okay, cool.
So I was deeply, deeply hurt by that.
It's fine.
No, thank you, Ricky. Ricky also has a channel himself, so if you've not watched any of Ricky's stuff, then go and search him out. If anybody wants to put a link to Ricky Lee's channel in the chat, feel free to do so. Or if any of the spanners want to put one in for me. But Ricky is the newest member of the crew, so welcome. With that in mind, the latest update is 12 places left in the crew before membership closes forever.
For the elite club.
The very, very elite club. Membership will be closed very, very soon. And that will be it. This will be like the Masons of reselling together.
I told you we need to come up with our own little logo.
Yeah, we'll have to do something, won't we? So, yeah, welcome. But also, I want to give another shout out as well, just a very general shout out to everybody who took part in the auction last week. If you bid, if you won an item especially, thank you very much. It really helps. It helps support our channel. It helps keep this going, because it's not, it costs money to keep running a YouTube channel. We don't earn a great deal from it.
And it gets rid of some of our stock.
Yeah, need to get rid of death pile stuff that's not been listed mostly.
Creates a hole so Chris can fill it with something else.
Yeah, I've just filled it with a load of stuff, which you might see soon.
Catan asks, how's the regretful tiger, which Oliver Ian thinks is brilliant, by the way.
The tiger's been listed. I've listed it at $39.99. I've gone high on it. It's a really nice tiger, but excuse me, I kind of was sat there this morning at 8 o'clock or 7:30 or whatever it was, 7:30 if anyone asks. Looking at it and thinking, now I've got to list this bloody thing, I've got to store it, and then when it sells, I've got to ship it. And I just thought, why did I buy this tiger?
Look, you've done all that with a giant moose. I'm pretty sure you can do it with this tiger.
Yeah. And then I listed it easily enough, like anything else that I would list, and it's now gone into storage. So yeah, it's on there. It really is a nice tiger, though. It really is a nice tiger. And I am the Tiger King now, the Torbay Tiger King.
That's what he thinks. Steve Jackson says, speaking of getting on, have you watched those videos yet, Chris?
Which videos is that?
I have no idea. And Paradox Picker says, Belle, is that a ladder in your tights or a stairway to heaven? I can guarantee you it's a ladder in my
Who said
tights.
That? What? Who said that?
Paradox Picker.
Oh my God, that is the worst line ever.
But no, I can guarantee you it's definitely a ladder in my tights. Chris isn't that lucky. Don't be fooled by the Rudy videos. Tack Shack has joined us. Tack Shack Tom Curry.
Hi, Tom. Same late night.
Andrew says, I fully expect a shout out after buying some used t-shirts. Well, you did. You got one.
You got a shout out there,
everybody.
And if you said you were doing an unboxing video, then I'll give you a shout out next week. I also had written down here, because we've not finished doing shout outs before Annabelle carried on, like she does. Damien, DB Resells released a video tonight at 6:30. He went on a premiere and he unboxed the mystery box that he bought or he won on the auction last week. Really good video. In fact, I actually think it's his best video that he's ever released. Mainly because it features a lot of Cookie and the Haydens promotion in it. So that's always good. But thank you, Damien. I really appreciate you supporting us, making that purchase. And I hope all the stuff either gets a good home or you can resell it, bundle them together, make a little bit of money, at least get your money back if nothing else. It'll be fun selling it on, I'm sure. But thank you very much. Really appreciate
it. Tom Courier said, "What's the crew?"
Oh, Tom, where have you been?
How do you not know what the crew is?
Where have you been for the last 6 years, or however long this has been going on?
But Tori says, how many in total? I've lost count. Do we know how?
I actually don't know because, believe it or not, not all the caps have sold to Chupa Chups crew members or resellers. Some of them have actually sold to legitimate people.
But didn't we start with 80?
Started with 80 caps.
And we're down to 12.
Down to 12. I reckon I've only probably sold about 15 outside of the reselling community. So the other 65 look like they will go to you guys who have supported us, which has been great. So thank you very much. Andrew's going to do his unboxing tomorrow. Okay, look out for that.
MJ Dumbarton says, Chris Bell, who are your favourite other reselling YouTubers and why?
Where's that question?
We hate this question, don't we?
Where is it so I can highlight
2023.
Because the chat has gone crazy mad. Who said it?
MJ Dumbarton. 2023.
Oh, there we go. We like loads. Well, I watch more than Annabelle because Annabelle's got a real job. She doesn't really have time to watch so many YouTubers, but I watch a lot. I tend to spread the love about a bit rather than sort of honing on certain people. But who do I watch at the moment? Because I tend to dip in and out of lots of resellers, but at the moment, I would probably say I watch the 2 Aussie thrifters on a regular basis. I like their style and the kind of pickups that they find. I don't really like pinpointing because I watch so many, it would be impossible for us to sort of say. Damien, I've watched every one of Damien's 7-day videos, the DB resells over the last week. So when Damien puts out content, I do tend to watch that. Peter Ray, I watch a lot of Peter Ray.
We watch Mr. Diggs when he's...
I enjoy watching Mr. Diggs. I really do. And what I tend to do is I really like to support the newer channels as well as much as I can. So I'll try and give them some watches and likes and stuff.
And before he starts, yes, we do tend to watch a lot of Andrew as well.
Oh, of course.
But that's just a given.
To be fair, we watch a bit of everybody. It's really hard to...
You try to, anyway.
Yeah, I do.
I don't even watch Chris's half the time, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But I am the sidekick. This is your baby. This is your baby. I just married into it. It came with the territory.
So there's no easy answer to that, is what I'm saying. Is I've just reeled off a few that have immediately sprung to mind, but I like watching lots of different people.
You watch a lot of Jason as well.
Jason T. Smith, I watch a lot of, obviously because we've met up with him a few times as well, but I like his content. Mel back from Burnout. Well, there's so many people, it's impossible. There's not many people that I don't watch, put it that way.
Carlo B says $39.99 for that size plush. He doesn't think it's high in his opinion.
No, I don't think it's high.
Cal Phillips said it was Mitchell car boot. It's on a Saturday at 12. Pretty good, to be honest. I think that's the one that's on the way to Newquay. Mitchell.
I'll look that one up. Just make a note of that.
Tom Perry said you could do YouTube a YouTube partnership program to help with YouTube costs.
What the heck's that?
I have no idea.
I've never heard of that in my life, Tom. What is that? You could do a YouTube partnership. I've not heard of that.
No. We've got Sean Mix Shop. Is that a new one? Hi guys, I'm selling over 2 months now, finding it very slow on sales. I'm in Ireland. No sales at all now for over a week. Our sales slow at this time.
Sean, yes, this is typically a quiet time for reselling, probably if not the quietest time in a normal year. So it seems to have sort of fallen again. Now that everyone's out shopping again, it seems like we're having that quiet time back again. But things will pick up, I'm sure of it. Things will pick up. All you got to do is keep working, keep listing, make sure you keep consistent with your store. Don't, just because sales have gone quiet, don't stop listing stuff, because
it's got a few good ideas going in from the chat here.
Got to keep it moving.
Carlo Bias said eBay Island is very quiet at the minute, plus not being able to do offers to watches and GPS sucks, is why I do both eBay,
GSP.
What did I say? I don't know.
GPS.
Why I do both eBay IE and eBay UK. So didn't realize you could do both.
I tell you who you could connect with, and that is DBG, Death by Glamour. She altered her business model. She's in Ireland. I think, did she open a UK store or something, even though she still operates from Ireland?
That's what Carl's just said. I just read that out. Carl's just said do both.
I know, but I'm saying that somebody else has done it as well. That's what I'm saying.
Tom Curry has said he's going to be doing a video on the comics, but not live.
Oh yeah, I just put that up then.
So Jones suggested opening up both as well.
Yeah. What's Dave going on about? Oh, so we are not legitimate people. What does that mean, Dave?
No
Have I said something wrong?
No idea. I don't know if it's to us or to someone else.
Rob says, longest time you've had an item sitting around not shifting. That feeling of relief went along to, yeah. Oh, I've got items that are a couple of years down the line. What I do now is my current policy. It used to be 12 months, but now it's 6 months. I've reduced it. Is after 6 months of being listed, I end the listing, sell similar. I sometimes alter the picture, but mostly I definitely alter the title slightly, even if it's one letter difference. Change the title and change the price, and then it goes back on again. And every time the 6 months comes up, it goes again until it will finally sell. That's what I do.
Tori said, how are you getting on with the thrifting challenge?
Thrifting challenge, yeah, I'm doing pretty well with that. I'm on like 3,000 Australian dollars at the minute. I've turned 5 Australian dollars into 3,000 Australian dollars. So I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm 3rd in the list. I'm 3rd out of like 60 something people. So I'm doing really well. I'm shaking up the Aussies down under.
Paradox Picker, who's the monumental? Oh, who's the monumental? I thought he said monumental. I thought he was bringing it back again.
Andrew acting surprised when he opens a box of mainly men's t-shirts that he's already seen before. Yeah, so he's doing a surprise unboxing, Andrew is, but actually, technically, I did already show the t-shirt, so it wasn't blind. You're absolutely right there, Oliver.
Oh, I'm trying to go through the chat because it's kind of like jumping all over the place. I'm trying to keep up with what people are saying.
Oh yeah, I've just answered that one, Tori. I'm doing pretty well on that. I'm 3rd. Northern Reseller, you better watch my videos. I watch everybody's videos, serious to God. Everybody's.
I can guarantee that.
Everyone gets a piece of me.
I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming a widow to YouTube these days, whether it's him making his own or watching other people's. Out of there.
Yeah.
It's like tumbleweed. Not answering that question.
Ray says, I'm always tweaking my store weekly. Worst thing to do is let it go stale. Yeah, definitely.
Tori says she's going to manage payments on the 9th.
I'm waiting for my date. I've signed up. I got an invite. I signed up. I'm just waiting for them to tell me which date. So the 9th of September. I just want to get on it before the Christmas rush starts so that they can iron out any dodgy bits and bobs.
Andrew says, I've got no clue what t-shirts I bought. I wasn't paying attention. You were paying attention when you realised it was you that was going to be paying for them. Then you got twitchy bum.
I know, yeah. He's like, somebody please bid. Somebody bid.
Oh, Dave was saying that you've not said that you're saying you don't watch him. He said, yeah, you don't watch mine, but they're boring right now. Do you watch Dave Repairs?
I've seen some of Dave's, yeah, because he shared some stuff, and I've seen some of it, and I've seen some of the boot sales he went to. Yeah, I watched Dave. It's impossible to list them all, Dave. That's the problem. There's never been as many reselling YouTube channels as there are now, and they're popping up a lot on a regular basis. It's really hard to keep up with everybody. What I tend to do is when I'm listing in the morning, I just click my subscriptions and then the main YouTube page, and I just see which ones pop up, and I'll just randomly sort of, oh, that one looks all right. I'll click on that. I've not watched one of his for a while. I don't tend to sort of watch loads of one person for a prolonged period of time. I jump in, I jump out, I watch somebody else, and I move it around a bit so everyone gets a little piece.
You like to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say, busy reselling. Oh, my chat's just moved. Busy reselling said first pay out day tomorrow.
Right.
It's an exciting day.
For managed payments.
First payout day tomorrow.
Must be. Damien says he hasn't had any issues with managed payments. Been on it for 3 weeks. All good.
I like that. Katani's just subbed to Dave. He says he's going to start binge watching.
Yeah, go and give Dave some views.
Mm-hmm.
Linda and Gaz says our managed payments have finally sorted itself out, getting payments daily except Saturday and Sunday. Going to take a while. I'm gonna opt for weekly. I'm fairly happy that I sort of have enough in reserve to go for a weekly payout, and also that way it makes your accounting a little bit quicker, because I'm going to have one payment a week instead of 7. I mean, you're talking minutes, but you know, time is money, isn't it? So yeah, I think I'm not 100% because I've not clicked that selection yet. They've not asked me to choose. I think I'll probably go weekly, maybe like a Monday morning or well, probably can't say morning, but probably a Monday. I'll probably go for that.
Nathan Powers put, I found loads of new channels by searching for boot sales and sorting by newest.
Ah, that's a good idea, Nathan.
I mean, the thing is, like you said, there's just so many popping up at the moment. It's impossible to
It's so hard.
Watch everybody's video all the time.
It's so hard. There's so many. I mean, even a year ago, there probably wasn't even half what there is now. The numbers.
Good. Chris Tyler said YouTube is a bit like old VHS tapes. Fast forward it to the best bits.
You better not be fast forwarding any of mine. At least leave mine playing in the background so I get the full view. No, I know exactly what you mean. We all do it.
And I know there was a thing last week because I was saying that I don't necessarily watch your videos, and people were like, "Oh, I'm so unsupportive."
Exactly.
But
thank you. But
in my defence, right?
You've been thinking about this all week, haven't you?
I have. In my defence, I do actually walk around most of these places with him. So
no, you don't actually.
No, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
I say once a month she comes to a boot sale with me.
You liar. You liar.
I
At
think
least
that's true.
once a week.
No way. Half the time, I'm like, on a Saturday night or a Friday night, I'm like, you come into a boot sale in the morning, you go, I only get one lie-in a week, and
yeah, so that means
you have a paddy on me.
That means I have one lie-in, and the other one I get up and I go with you. But anyway, in my defence, so I do walk around these places with you, so then I don't need to then go back and rewatch the video. And if I haven't walked around it with you, I then have to sit and listen to you edit it over and over. So I feel like I've been there.
How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel?
You love it.
I have to listen to myself constantly.
Love it.
It is, you know.
You love it.
It's hard work.
Says the person who's just started up a second YouTube channel.
I must be mad. It's already doing me head in, I tell you. It's already doing me head in. I'm going to release one video.
It's doing my head in. It's his first video that he's releasing, and I get a phone call.
No.
I won't say what, but I get a phone call on the way home this morning. It's like, how far away from home are you? Because I need you to help me out with something. Not even, hello, I'm missing you.
When
straight through the door and upstairs.
When you watch the first review, you will know what I mean. So look out for it. When you watch my first official review, which will come out this week on the new channel, because I filmed it today and I needed Annabelle's help, you will know exactly what I needed help with. I'll just leave it there and I'll look out for it. Make a comment on the video when you go watch it, but you know what I mean.
Oliver Ian says, stop moaning, Chris. We have to keep up with all your vids.
I know. Sorry. I don't release that many. I'm not as many as some.
See, Oliver Ian also agrees with me that it's true, Belle. You should watch your... Oh, no.
Yes, he agrees with me. Thank you very much.
Your husband's video, the least you could do. Look, I watch 50% of them. Okay? I watch 50% of them. And normally it's to check which bits he's managed to catch me in, because going off the Tiger Bloody King one, where I specifically said to him, don't put me on camera because I look like shite because I had no makeup on and it was very early. And what did he do? Called me Carrie Baskin, put me on camera and still put it out there. And I didn't know. I thought he'd actually left it out until I watched the video to check.
We actually, you know, when I did that, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but when I did that little edit after I'd finished at the boot sale, I always do I normally do a little edit to say, finished at the boot sale, let's go home. So I did this edit and I flicked to Annabelle and said, here's Carol Baskin. I went down to the Tiger. Now, she weren't happy with that after I filmed it. So we did another edit where she put a mask over her face to cover all the non-makeup from the morning. But when I watched that one, I thought, it's just not as good as that first edit. So I put the first edit in and I didn't even tell her. So that was funny.
You're just mean to him. And Dave Repairs asks, do I watch the B movies? Not if I can help it.
Don't say which one we watched the other night or partly watched.
I've never been a lover of the B movies. I just don't see the point. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be watching a hell of a lot more of them.
Leanne says, I always watch all of your videos, Chris, from start to finish. I'll include that in there.
Shut up!
Loyal subscriber. Thank you, Leanne. At least somebody does.
Whatever. See,
poor Belle, stay in bed, busy reselling.
Look, like you keep pointing out, I have a real job Monday to Friday.
She does. I give her that much.
And go to work every day.
Hang on. I still get up at the crack of dawn.
Whatever. I don't know what time you get up.
I get up at least 7:15 every morning.
Whatever.
TK's question to all: what percentage higher would you list a console and games bundle now to meet Christmas prices? I have loads to put on. Never done gaming over Christmas before. Well, I don't do a lot of gaming, but I just price things at what I think they will sell for now. I just sold a PlayStation 1 this week, a PS1 bundle. I sold a PS1 bundle a couple of weeks ago to Georgina as well. I just put my price on based on what it is now. I don't mess about with this moving the prices. For what you're going to gain, I don't think it's worth it. Just price it to sell, or price it at a price that you're happy with, and just let it sit until it goes. If it goes before Christmas, great. If it goes at Christmas, great. Whatever. I don't worry too much about it, me.
Do you know, I used to think Oliver Ian was Team Bell. He's well Team Chris.
Oh, he's definitely Team Chris.
Team Chris.
Yeah.
He's put, well, hell, if I won't watch his videos, the least I can do is be a stagehand.
Exactly.
Do you know
Yes.
Oliver Ian? You can fall out with people.
Stagehand is the correct phrase as well. You'll see.
You'll get a stagehand round your mush at some point.
You'll see. Around my what?
Around your mush.
It's Carol Baskin's
and it's
fault.
all Carol Baskin's fault. Oh, see, Dave's now become my #1 fan.
And I thought he was talking about me. I thought he meant I don't need makeup.
But Chris does, Dave.
Oh, you cheeky bastard.
That doesn't make up for anything you've said. Don't think it. I've got better taste. I certainly have.
Tax Shack says, I'm trying not to ask questions about the movie channel. No, you can if you like.
But now it's brought up.
Yeah. How are you working around copyright and permissions? It's a thing called, and I've forgotten the name of it. Oh.
I can't help him because I ain't got a clue.
It's I can't remember the name of it. It's a special name that allows you use of stuff. And I assume you mean using movie clips. And if you change its purpose, you know, as in you're not just posting a movie clip. So it's like an educational purpose. We're reviewing it as well. That's allowed on YouTube, is the review and the commentary of something. So you are allowed to use it. Fair use policy, that's it. Fair use policy. So you can use it under those circumstances, but it can still get pulled. If they don't like it, they can still pull it. If they don't want you to use it, they can still pull it. But generally, what I would tend to do is have a look to make sure other people have used clips from that film on YouTube. If they have made it through the fair use policy, then there's a good chance that I will make it through the policy as well, because it means that they
Didn't you say
tend to
something
allow
about with them being older films as well? That
yeah, and some of the
might not be as much of an issue.
yeah, some of the older films, the copyright
And the
is
fact
not
that
as
nobody's
much.
ever heard about them.
Yeah, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, come on.
Maggie May Not. I like that name. So many resellers regular lives thinking we need TV times for YouTube. Monday night's my favourite.
Oh, good. That's nice.
Nice. That's because it's just a load of like
Just
craziness.
waffle,
it's just a load of craziness.
We're fairly what do you call it? We're fairly chilled tonight. We've not got a rigid structure. I've just got a few things
noticed.
to talk about.
Tom Curry said he loved your intro anyway.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. See, Chris always you might call me for not supporting him, but he always brings his stuff to me and asks me to have a look and see what I think. And bless him, he brought that intro to me, and I literally was like, "No, it's not right. It's crap." And he basically had to do it all again. But look, it's great now. People love it.
Yeah, I would say she does give me an honest opinion, and I took her a 5-minute intro video, and she said, "You've just talking absolute shit through most of it."
I've saved you all. saved
you saved them a whole minute of their lives. So I cut loads out of my first version of it, and then I inserted some film clips because I thought that's really what people want as well. Is if we're talking about films, let's see some film clips for God's sake. So I put a couple of film clips in there as well, and I think it looks a lot better than my first attempt. I just talked absolute shit on it.
You did.
The thing is, I've just recorded today my first attempt at a review, and I think it's going to be awful, if I'm honest. I'm not selling it. I realise that. I'm not selling it to you guys. But I'm sure I'm going to pass it over to Annabelle. She's going to rip it to shreds.
And it'll come back better.
And I'll do it again.
It'll come back better. See? I have my uses. And part of that is I get to see the crap and you get the good stuff. There we go.
Yes, you can use Creative Commons, Dave. If there's not many people mark their videos Creative Commons these days. That means you can reuse the videos. Hardly anyone has Creative Commons anymore. Everyone wants to protect their videos. The under 10 seconds thing doesn't always work, but obviously the shorter the clip, the better, really. If you start putting long clips on, it's going to flag up on people's copyright lists, because you, as a creator, you get told when somebody's used your content. So yeah, whatever.
Gary Pearce has just joined us, and I want you to put this up on the screen.
Where
Team
is
Bell
it?
for me. What have I missed?
Where? Oh yes.
Well, Gary, thank you very much. Nice to see you for this evening.
All right, Gary.
Thank you for joining Team Bell, and you've missed nothing. It's all just been waffle, so it's
We've
all
gone
good.
51 minutes, and I haven't gone through anything.
Well, get going, because even Olive Reen's getting
bored.
itchy. I was going to say twitchy bottom. Neil said itchy bottom then. Getting twitchy bottom.
Maybe he's got an itchy bottom as well.
Is there a sales update during this chilled stream, Chris?
Oh, just be patient. Listen, whose stream is it?
Chris Tyler said.
I'll decide when there's a sales update.
Chris Tyler said, "Did you list your spoons and cases, Chris?"
Yes,
Much
I did.
Interest.
I've sent out some offers to watchers. Yeah, so there seems to be some interest, unless it was you watching it.
Netspresso has just joined us. Hello, nice to see you. I like that name.
These are a few of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. If you remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so nice.
Sorry, I just cut.
I'm just whatever.
I cut her off completely.
Whatever.
I thought you'd come to a
Whatever.
natural end, but
Whatever.
as usual, you just kept rabbiting and rabbiting and rabbiting. So here we go, a few of our favourite things. And of course, what is more favourite for a reseller than selling stuff? Maybe finding stuff is more favourite, but got to be selling, really, I think. So I'm going to share some sales updates from the last sort of 1 to 2 weeks, because I've not done one for a couple of weeks. So, so here we go. I sold this one today, actually. This G-Star Raw jacket was bought on the opening day of TK Maxx opening up. So it was in a sale. I think it cost around £10 or £12. And it went on an offer for £45. So I didn't get quite what I was originally asking, which was £59.99. But I've had quite a few offers on this, and I think 45 seems to be where the money is. So I took it this time. So you know what I say? Bird in the hand.
We're a 10 in a bush.
How many in a bush?
I don't know.
It changes that number every time. Now here's one for Damien. Damien, you were asking on your video today about what are these figures that I'd sent him, and these are they. Disney Vinylmations. They are little 3-inch figures that you buy at the Disney parks. You can buy them at all the Disney parks. Sometimes you see them in the Disney store, but most of the time they are just in the parks. But they are just various little designed Mickey Mouses, Minnie Mouses, and other characters from the Disney family.
Steve Branno says he'd have kept that jacket.
It would be his kind of jacket, I reckon.
But it's definitely not you.
No, it's not me.
Not you.
So this went for $9.99 in the end. So I think those figures you got, Damien, are probably worth around £10 each. But if you're going to sell them, I'd probably list them at around a tenner. And here's another one that I sold. This one went for $13.99. This is a boxed Vinylmation. See how they just have all different designs of them. If you search on eBay Vinylmation, you will see tons of them. It can sometimes be quite hard to find your specific variation, especially if there's not many identifiers on the feet. But I love picking these up, and especially like picking them up in large bundles, which you can then split up into smaller, like ones or twos.
If you can get limited edition ones, then they're worth a lot.
I've sold some really good value Vinylmations in the past. I've still got a bag of probably about 30 or 40 Vinylmations that I've still not listed. Those ones that I sent you, Damien, came straight out of that bag. I just picked a couple out and sent them to you. So they've never been listed on my account. Here's something. Do you remember, was it at the weekend? Yeah, it was. It was the Tiger King video that I did. I picked up this job lot of Formula One merchandise. It was fleeces and jackets. I paid £1.70 each for them. I bought 29 in total. I only sold one fleece for £20. I had it up at $24.99. I took an offer of 20. I've sent a few other offers out on these as well. They seem to have got a bit of interest. So one gone at 20. So almost half my money back on the entire lot, which is nice. I picked up quite a few of these Polar Express hot chocolate mugs recently.
This was on the Tiger King one as well, but this isn't the one that you bought from there, was it? It's one you already had.
I bought one a couple of weeks ago on another video. You probably saw it on that as well. The same one as the Tiger King video. It's the same mug. So as this one sold, I picked up another one. This one went for £10 on an offer. And I just found this listing and sold similar and relisted it. So very, very easy. I'm sure that'll go for a similar amount. Plushes just keep selling for me.
This is one I put together, wasn't it?
Annabelle put this bundle together. 4 Simpsons plushes. A couple of unusual ones here, weren't there, in this
the Hawaiian shirt Simpson and the Duff beer. The
Duff beer as well. This actually went full price, $39.99 for this bundle.
Actually, the Duff beer wasn't worth much. It was, is it called a poo?
Yes. Oh, was it in?
Yeah, it was
one on the end. So it went $39.99. So I got a cracking price for this for a pretty low outlay. I wouldn't have paid more than £1 each for these. Maybe even less than that. Sometimes, you pick them up for like 50p each, these plushes.
And these were in the death pile bundle, weren't they? The death pile for ages and ages and ages, just been sat there.
Just sat in death piles. But we dug them out, we put them together, and they sold.
Busy Reselling says they've had that Homer Simpson before. I think they got 15 quid for it.
Sounds about right, that, as a standalone one. I sold this Mighty Max bundle. Remember these? The reselling job lot that I bought off a fellow reseller. This was part of it. I laid it all out nicely. You can see the picture there. I opened up all the play sets, put all the figures down. If you have a look at the extra pictures.
I could have cried. I did all the research for these.
You did. You worked hard on these. I went close up on some of the items. So I didn't get a $49.99 for it. I was probably over ambitious on that, but I think it was 35 or 40. I can't remember. It might be 35. Still a good price. I was quite happy with it, but I'd had quite a lot of interest in those. Here's one. So a week or so ago, in the height of summer, boiling hot outside, someone bought this thick North Face goose down jacket. I bought this last year at a Vintage Kilo sale, and it went out once, it got returned because it was too small, so I relisted it. It's gone again. I let it go for £50. So I was quite happy to let that go. Maybe if I'd have hung on until sort of winter time, I might have got my asking price, but bird in the hand, I would rather get it shifted now, make a bit of space. It took up a lot of room in the clothing boxes, that one, so I was happy with that. Cost price on this, because it's heavy North Face,
About 10.
10 to maybe 15, 10 to 15 pound on this. So to get 50 back from it, it's still a decent profit. Now then, I wanted to highlight this one. I sold 2 items in one lot. So I sold this France t-shirt, France rugby shirt. Olive Reen actually sent me that. Olive Reen sent me that, and I got a good price for that. So thank you, Olive Reen. Shout out there, mate. What happened was somebody from abroad sent me a message saying that they wanted to buy these 2 items, and these were listed separately, but the shipping was quite high to pay 2 lots of shipping. So rather than do that, what I said to them was, what I'll do is, if you want, I'll create one listing with both items in it, and that way they will be able to see one item of shipping, one cost of shipping via GSP. So that will save them a fair bit on GSP, hopefully. I don't know what they paid in the end, but by creating a new listing with both items included, hopefully it helped them sort of beat the GSP high shipping cost, or whatever you call it. So yeah, that's why I did that. So this was a custom listing for somebody who wanted 2 items.
It was $69.90.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and basically I agreed on a price for the 2 items, and I said what I'll do is I'll create a listing with the 2 items with the total price, and that's how I did it.
Olive Reen said thanks for his shout out.
No worries, thank you, mate. So I bought these Heelys a couple of weeks ago at Car Boot. I think you saw them on a video. I weren't sure if they were going to sell or if I bought right. I paid £4 for them. They sold for 20 in the end on an offer, so I was happy to let them go. Paid 4, sold for 20. This was a cracker. This, I was really happy with this sale. I bought 2 baseballs at a boot sale for £1. 2 Disney related baseballs. This particular one had like a hologram effect on it, and you might be able to tell on there. It kind of moves with your movement, and it was pretty rare. So I listed this one at $34.99. It sold for £30 on an offer within sort of a few hours. I think it went pretty quick. So actually this item cost me 50p on its own and went for £30. So really happy with that one.
LB Retro likes that one. He said, wow, that's good.
But don't make the assumption that all Disney baseballs are worth good money. They're not all worth good money. It's just now and again you find some good ones, and this one with it having the hologram on it was worth a bit more than normal. So don't always assume that because it's Disney and it's a baseball, it's going to be worth money. They're not all worth money.
Well, they're all worth money, just maybe not
30
quid money.
No, you might get a £5 for some, or £5 or £10.
Oh, were those 2 books you bought the other week?
3.
Oh, did you buy all 3 of them at that Car Boot? Oh, right.
I bought 3 at Car Boot, and when I got back, I realised that actually they weren't that valuable. They were only worth like £5-6 each. So what I decided to do was to bundle them all together, and they sold. And I didn't get $24.99, but I think I got about £18 for them on an offer. So I was pretty happy with that.
You didn't pay much for them.
I think they were like £1 each or something. So it's still good money in them. If I was to list them individually, I would have listed them for like anywhere between £5 and £7 each. Now this way, I get to get them all out in one go. I get a higher price for the item. I'm trying to keep my average item price higher than normal. I don't really want to sell very much that's less than £10 and definitely not less than £5. That's my sort of policy.
Mike and Beth have joined us, and they said that's a good price for the books.
Yeah, I think it's not $24.99. It went on and off for $18. So still, I think it's a good price. Remember these cars we got in America? These big cars.
Oh yeah.
We bought 4 of
We
these
weren't
big
sure about
cars.
buying these, were
No, I really liked them, but I weren't sure whether they had money in them. But finally, one is sold. Yeah, I think I might have got full price. It was around £30. We picked these up in the States in a thrift store.
Yeah.
Nice cars. I think I paid somewhere in the region of $5 for them each. So a good markup there. I've had them a while. I've had them since January. So what's that? 7 months?
Yeah, you've had them since January. That would be the thrift store that we just happened to fall upon driving past and then spent about 3 hours in it while Chris filled the car up.
It was the best.
It was called the Treasure Trove?
Treasure Junction.
Treasure Junction.
It was the best thrift store I've ever been in America. I literally could have spent a fortune.
You did spend a fortune in there.
Now, remember these glasses I picked up a couple of weeks ago? The Snap-ons? Snap-on metallic mechanic glasses. I've sold one of them. I bought 3. I split them into individual glasses. And one went for $19.99. I've got 2 left, as it says there. And it's not Christmas, but Christmas is coming. And I sold this Minnie Mouse Christmas plush for $8.99. I've had this for ages, which is why it's $8.99. It probably started off life over £10, and it's been relisted a couple of times. And obviously, each time I relist something, I knock the price, change the price down a bit, and it went for $8.99, I think.
Catan says, I have that Lego book, but it's missing one of the figures. He's going to use it for research. Same with the McDonald's book that dates back to the 70s. Now, that's the reason you don't normally buy those books.
Yeah.
The only reason you got those was because they had all the figures in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which was unusual, because they are normally missing the little people.
They're nearly always missing the figures. So when I saw those 3 with figures, I automatically assumed that they might be worth more than whatever £1 I was paying for them.
Yeah.
So I thought they might have been worth more than what I actually got, but I'm still happy with it.
Ray said that Lego books are really cheap these days.
The final item I'm sharing with you is this cracking camera. I got there just before another reseller that I know down here called, I think it's Polaris Industries. He said he was looking at this and he saw me looking at it. I'm pretty sure it was him. And I bought this for, was it 20?
Yes.
I bought this for £20. It's the camera, the lens, and the bag, and the whole bundle. When I got back, I was planning on splitting it out and selling the lens separately because it was the lens that had the biggest value. The lens was worth £100-ish, £90 to £100 on its own. The camera body was worth about £15, and the bag was probably worth a £5. But in the end, I thought, you know what? Let's just bang it together. It's a nice sort of set to sell together. It all works together. So I put it on for $109.99. Somebody sent me an offer, and I think we negotiated our way to £90, and it sold for $90. So 90 plus postage of $8.99. And I was happy with that.
I'm not so sure whether we should be insulted or not. Tea Cakes has put our cameras. Now I'm interested. Does that mean he wasn't interested in before? We've just been boring him.
Yeah, probably. We're not high end enough for Tea Cakes.
I get what you mean. This is your area.
Yeah.
Not our area. Oh, we should say this. Not our area, but you're getting more and more into these electronic-y type things.
Yeah.
Come on, you've sold
I've
a
done well
lot
on
of cameras now.
Yeah, I have sold a lot of cameras. A lot of the time, though, I'm not doing it because I don't buy them because of knowledge. I buy them because of price. And I think to myself, it's got to be worth more than X, Y, Z that I'm paying for it. So, I bought this because of the massive lens it has on it. And I just felt it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, Dave repairs their camera lenses so well.
Yeah, I've sold.
They're so expensive.
I bought remember that massive bundle of
Yeah.
camera stuff? I've almost sold everything out of that bundle now. I've made some really good money on it. So I do look for cameras. Cameras is something that I do look for. And that is our sales update.
TK says he's not into the toys so much.
Sorry. Thing is, we sell such a variety of stuff.
Oh, what's happened to us?
Oh, we've gone a bit robotic. Are we okay? Is the stream okay? Have we got a decent signal? I'm on the 4G. I should be good.
But you're not.
But it's just.
Oh, it must be just to us because. Oh, no, it was. Yeah, it's just catching up now. Why are you freezing? What are you doing?
I was going to freeze, and then you didn't freeze. I was going to fool everybody into thinking we'd frozen.
Okay.
We do sell a wide variety of stuff, and I really enjoy selling a variety of items, and I'm getting better at selling an even wider variety. I know there's a lot of people, even you guys in the chat, and I know a few myself, who like to sell a certain niche, and that's amazing. If you've got brilliant knowledge on certain things, I envy you, because I'd like to be like that. But also on the flip side of it, I also like being able to look at a variety of stalls and find stuff at each one.
You do.
So
You do have
there's
a
a
niche.
flip.
You're the Build-A-Bear expert.
Oh yeah, Build-A-Bears. That's a great fucking niche, isn't it? Build-A-Bears.
That's what Oliver Ian said. Tea cakes only comes for the Build-A-Bear expertise.
I know.
Everyone's saying it's a little laggy, a little jumpy, but it's all right.
Sorry.
So we're all good.
It looks like we're okay now. I mean, if I do the robot,
or not,
then it's all right.
Let's move on. Bad. Ray said, "I love electronics. Even faulty items get good prices as long as they're vintage."
Good to know. Yeah.
Tea cakes. Any camera that has a hood on the lens is a camera who had an owner who knew what they were doing, so very likely to be a good setup.
Okay, that's interesting.
There you go. There's your tip.
Jack of all trades, Chris. Half the screen froze.
Sorry,
Dave, you married this guy, Belle. God only knows why. God knows why. I don't even understand why she bothered, to be fair.
Can we move on?
How did I even think that me freezing and you talking was going to work? I don't even know.
I thought you was going to say, how did I even get this fantastic woman? Well, you clearly didn't. I was like,
she's a gold digger. That's what it is. The other half was going through the Build-A-Bear website earlier on. I'm going to take her to the store to have a field day. You'll not get any bargains at the Build-A-Bear shop.
I'm going to take her to the store to have a field day. She will have a field day, and I tell you something, your pockets will be empty by the end of it.
Oh, I tell you what, those brand new Build-A-Bears, bloody hell, you're talking like 30 quid minimum. And then if you want all the bells and whistles and extras and hearts in them and sounds and embroidery and all sorts.
Well, for my future daughter-in-law, for her 18th birthday, we bought her, she was mad on the Trolls, the film Trolls. So I bought her a poppy troll with hair clips and a dress and shoes, and it sang happy birthday and and it cost 55 quid.
Oof. Are you mad?
£55.
You crazy?
That's
mental.
Yeah. And then what happens? 6 months later, it's being sold for £1 on a car boot, and Chris is buying it.
I know. TK says, I steer clear from the bears. I get stuck with the bloody things. There is a real danger with plushes. And when we started, I picked up much more plush than what I do now.
Yeah.
Much more. But I've learnt loads about plushes.
But we did pick more of them up because we were bundling everything. Because our initial business was Movie Fusion, which meant bundling movies with toys, DVDs, figures, and whatever else. So we used to always buy little bits of all sorts, didn't we? We'd even pick up books and puzzles and all sorts to put them together. Once we moved away from that, that's when we dropped all the lower price stuff, didn't we? And moved into the big box.
Rummage Around says, hey everybody, that's Kieran. You all right, Cookie?
She's like, you still there? You still there?
I'm on Rummage Around's channel tomorrow night. The chat tomorrow night, the 4-way chat. So look out for that. And I'll give another shout out before we finish, just to make sure you don't forget.
Oliver Ian, you're watching the Plush Queen and Chris here. Tea cakes, fill your boots with knowledge.
Yeah.
What we don't know about plushies is not worth knowing.
Has DBG got a YouTube channel? I don't think so. No, you can possibly find her on Instagram though.
It took ages just to get her on a.
She doesn't very
live,
often come on people's channels, but she does now and again.
Oh, Katan says, I'm not buying anything from the store. We just sorted out the Build-A-Bears. A lot.
There are 10 bags alone on the
going to the store for
research.
Oh, right. Sorry, do you know, I literally couldn't read then. My eyes were going cross-eyed.
Me to You Bears a real struggle. Yeah, I don't pick them up anymore.
No.
Unless it's like a special one with some kind of special message on it or a big Me to You. I do not pick up Me to You Bears anymore.
No, those ones that you buy from like Clinton's Cards that cost an absolute arm and a leg are just not worth anything when it comes to the resale value.
DB Resell says, the one thing I'm picking up less of is board games. Last year I grabbed them all. This year only. I kind of avoid board games because I can't be arsed checking if all the pieces are there. I do buy them sometimes, just not that often.
Chris is having a 4-way.
Yeah, 4-way tomorrow night. Sorry, you're not invited either.
Fine. See if I care.
Oh, no, we've got a new person here.
NJ79J.
I know somebody called NJ79. So let's see.
Is that what he's called?
Well, that's what he's been known as in the past. So
hello, Chris and Bell.
Hello, NJ79. I wonder who this could be.
Is he actually joining us for the first time?
Looks like it. And he has watched in the past, but he's never commented because he's never had an account.
Maybe it's just somebody.
It could be someone else that I made a complete
and this
fool
guy
of,
sat there going, what are they talking about?
It's too much of a coincidence, though. Chris is having a 4-way, ain't I lucky?
Apparently I'm not.
Lainey says, hey, lovely people.
Oh, hello, Lainey. Lovely
Hi, Lainey.
To see you.
Moneymental sold a plush. What plush did you sell, Andrew?
A Jellycat for 25 quid. Jellycats, see? Jellycats are a good plush to buy, but you don't find them cheap very often.
Yeah, Jellycats are good.
But again, don't be fooled. Not all Jellycats are worth a lot of money. Do your research. NJ79 said yes. Yes, what? Yes, it's you. Or yes, you just think we're random.
A man
weirdos.
of many words. I think you need a picture. You need a picture. What was the point of doing NJ79J? Don't get that.
Well, welcome and thanks for joining us.
This is my first live stream with yous. I've not long found you on YouTube, but your content is great. Oh, thank you, Mike and Beth.
I did wonder. I didn't think I'd noticed the name before, but we've already fell foul to this once when we said
we got told off already.
When we said that we didn't recognize the name and we clearly let them down, so I do apologize.
Vic Burns says bought 3 Plants vs Zombies plush for £2 the lot last week, went to Mexico for 30. That's a nice one.
Now Plants vs Zombies I wouldn't have
No, I wouldn't
wouldn't have-
necessarily.
no,
I
thought
might have
Walsall
looked them
would
up
have
though.
done. So yeah. Oh, Andrew got his jelly cats for free.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's good.
NJ79 says, yes, it's me, Barry. Yeah.
Are you not going to introduce him then?
This is my my best mate from forever, NJ. If you've watched the channel and you've seen the Grumpy Gits, remember we did 2 episodes of the Grumpy Gits. Well, this is the other half of the Grumpy Gits.
Not me.
Not you, NJ79J. Yeah, I've been friends with NJ since the year 1990. So 30 years.
For his sins.
I know,
Poor
30
bugger.
years.
Poor bugger. And he's coming to see us soon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, hang on a second, Mike. No, I'm new with you. It was me who recommended Bad Taste. Ah, you recommended Bad Taste. I watched it. Yeah, interesting. No, it's good. It's a good film.
I haven't watched that one.
You don't want to watch it.
I've not suffered.
You will not
that
be
one.
impressed with it.
Right, that's
I
fine.
liked it.
That's fine, which clearly means I won't.
Yes, it was, Dave. Yes, correct.
Vic Byrne said they were Sega arcade ones from the grab machines. Well, we know the Sega ones are good money.
No, NJ, you're wrong. We did 2 episodes of Grumpy Gits.
Before you flaked out, I might add.
Joan is brilliant. You were 5 when you met. Yes, basically, yeah.
Joan,
Not far off.
don't smooch up to him. That's the second smoochy comment now. Come on. Team Bell, stick with the ladies. Oh, and by the way, NJ, you're Team Bell, not Team Chris. So don't get confused.
Right, listen, we need to get back on track because...
Oh, there you go. Dave Repair says, was he your best man?
Yes, and he's answered himself as well.
Oh, right.
Right, let's get back on track because I've got other things to chat about. Let's do... We've got some news to share.
I'm not aware of it.
What news?
Hmm.
Well, you're not aware of anything that I do
Nope.
because you don't watch any of the channel. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I logged on to the eBay Seller Hub and there was a message telling us of a new feature on eBay. And I've not had an email about it. I don't know if you've had an email either. But I'm going to share this. Now, when you get a chance, go and have a look at the messages at the bottom of your Seller Hub. Because I spotted this one. I'm going to share the screen. Now, this is apparently a new feature coming out, and it's called Great Price. And basically, they're introducing this little badge that they're going to put on certain listings. See this here where it says Great Price. And if your listing meets a certain criteria, I think it's mainly to do with product identifiers. If your listing meets those criteria and it's identified as being one of the lower price or a good price item, then it's going to be given this tag. And it's not a paid tag. This is basically on criteria. So you're going to get it if you hit the list of criteria, which is here. And it says includes, but not limited to, sellers that meet above standard or top rated sellers, listings with the new condition, competitively priced across similar listings on eBay, item price and shipping cost, listing format, etc. Are the search terms that are used, and buyers' search terms and the site they are browsing. I don't quite know what that last bit means, but I think they're trying to encourage you to fill in your product identifiers in order to maybe qualify for this great price tag.
DBV says, I've seen the Great Price badge. It's the cheapest new item with an EAN.
There you go. So I've not seen it before. And that message was posted on the eBay Seller Hub on the 24th of August, which is today. So I thought they might have sent out like an email about it, but they haven't done, as far as I'm aware. But interesting information.
Jason says he's had the message about the new badge. Vic Burns says, has Amazon been doing that for a while with the Amazon's choice tag?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know about Amazon, and I'm not a big user.
Catan says they are new. There are a bunch of them. Also, they have a QR code to make local pickups easier and to make selling for local pickups secure.
Now, I've done a couple of local pickups recently where people have bought on eBay, selected the collection tab, whatever, when they check out, and they've never been sent a QR code because I messaged them before they arrived to say, have you got the QR code so that I can scan it when you collect it, and then it marks it as collected. It's like a security thing. Right? Nobody's ever been sent this QR code. So the only way you can get around that is to log into your desktop and mark it as collected or dispatched. You can't, I don't think you can get around that button on your phone. So you have to log in to do it. But people aren't being sent these QR codes, which is a bit annoying.
Mike and Beth said they're already in use on eBay Argos store items, have them on their listings a lot.
Right. I've not seen them. I've not heard of it. So that was news to me.
Hello, Reseller Kid. Good to have you back. We've missed you.
Hello. You all right, Peter?
And we have David M, the car boot picker.
Hi, David M. I'm going to have to play.
Just before you move on, Andrew said they get the QR code on emails. So if they don't check their emails, they won't get it.
I asked the people, I've had 2 pickups. I asked them both, have you had an email with a QR code? And they said no. So it's not working that. Now, the second piece of news, we've already been talking about it. I'm going to give it one final plug before we finish tonight. And that is, I've got a new channel. You might have realized that I've got a new channel. It's called Movie Fusion Retro Rewind. And it's now live on YouTube. I've also got an Instagram account. So please, I'm on 63 subscribers on that new channel. I've got one intro video. I've got a review of the first film coming out in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. I've filmed it already. So can we get to 100 subscribers before I get that first review out? So I'm just going to sit here now, right? Click on the link in the description. It will take you to my channel. If you right click on that link, you can open a new tab so that you don't even have to leave the stream, right? Go and subscribe now because I need as much support as possible in setting this new channel up. It is really hard starting a new channel. And I'm going to say this one thing just to convince you all to go and sub. I always support new channels on YouTube. So now is payback time. So go and sub the new channel like I subbed yours.
Right. Moving on. Vic Burns said, I ordered some items on Click and Collect to a shop in Leeds. The seller sent them second class Royal Mail and they never turned up. I ordered some items on Click and Collect to a shop in Leeds. The seller sent them second class Royal Mail and they never turned up. That's a bit crappy, isn't it?
Oh, everyone's subbing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Done.
Do you know, you're all suckers. You're all suckers. Easily bowled over.
Andrew says unsub.
Just unsubbed. Mike and Beth have said, is this live chat a regular thing on your channel? For my sins, yes, it is. Every Monday night at 8 o'clock for a minimum of an hour and a half. And if you're super lucky, we
2
go on
hours.
for about 2.
If she decides she's not shutting up, then we'll do 2 hours.
Blah, blah, blah.
Have you subbed the Oliverine says? I don't even know if she has or not.
Yes,
Alright.
I have. I've subbed him. I've got him on Instagram. I've done whatever. I am the fully supporting wife, okay?
So thanks everyone for subbing. You know what? Oliverine's right, because he mentioned something and I missed pinging it up, but he said 3 hours of filming for a 3-minute review.
Pretty much.
And it's not far off that. It was
Pretty
bloody
much.
nightmare. And it's going to take me hours to edit it. So please, at least go and sub and give it a like when it comes out, even if it's crap.
Paul Marsha said, good to see you, Chris and Belle. Received my parcel today. Many thanks.
Oh, great stuff. Brilliant.
I think Dave Repairs being sarcastic. You got a new channel.
Waiting for Bargain Bell's channel.
You'll be waiting a long, long time.
She doesn't know how to edit, and I'm not going to.
Do you know what my exact words to him were when he said he was starting a new channel? I said, please don't ask me to be in the videos. Please. I don't want to do it. I became a sidekick by accident. This was all Chris. The YouTube was all Chris. The reselling was all Chris. And then somehow I became Bargain Bell.
I know. It was that first video, you remember, when you were crouched down behind the sofa. And I went, and it was Car Boot Chris versus Bargain Bell.
Oh, yeah, you won.
And I went, and here's Bargain Bell. And you came up and went, no.
Yeah, and it's kind of not gone away since then, has it?
No.
And don't get me wrong, I love doing this. I love doing our Monday night show because, as I've said a million times, I love all our followers and, it's everybody's fab. But yeah, I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do anymore.
I don't want to do anymore. I don't like doing videos, especially not the pre-recorded ones, because I'm not a very good actor.
Oh. Domestic violence.
Yeah, no, I'm not a very good actor. I just get stressed, don't I, dear?
We don't act. Did you think this is an act?
No, this is different. This is live. This is just on.
Yeah, but when I do me pre-recordeds, I'm not acting. I'm just talking to myself.
So why did it take you about 15 attempts to do that one little?
Because I can't. Because I can't even read one frigging line. I can't even get one line right. I'm useless. When I used to do the 60-second security videos for the cops, I was absolutely terrible. It was like, right, Chris, this is the line. And it would take me 8 attempts to remember a line. It was awful. I felt like such a bloody idiot. Right.
And now look at you. You happily talk to a camera all on your own.
It's actually easier live, I think, than doing a pre-recorded because
it's we just wing it. We just kind of go with. And this is what I mean. I like it because you guys in the chat keep us going.
Mm.
So if we didn't have such a good crew,
Chupa Chups crew.
No, and not everyone's part of the Chupa Chups crew that's in the chat. If we didn't have such a good crew or such a good following, then these shows wouldn't work because we would literally be dead.
Mm.
We'd be dead ducks just sat here.
Oh yeah.
Going,
How do you think it's going to be when I do my first movie party on the new channel? There's going to be no one watching it. Right, I need to move on.
You may challenge me to a contest. No one has ever won.
I pressed the wrong button.
Don't get excited. It is not death pile puzzle time.
It was because she didn't shut up then. So I literally pressed the wrong button. Here we go. Let's try again.
Oh, no.
Right. What are you doing?
I've got a midget.
What, you farted?
No.
Right. Have you ever had on eBay a return called a PUDO return? It's a PUDO return. I've had a few of these. If you've never had one and you see this come in, it's called a PUDO return. And what that is if you've sent an item click and collect to one of these shops, like, a corner shop where someone can collect it, and the person doesn't go and collect it, after a certain number of days or a couple of weeks or whatever, that shop will return the item to sender. So it will come back to me. And it's called a pseudo return. Don't ask me what it stands for. Somebody will know what it stands for, but it always says that.
And I'm not even going to attempt to say it because I will missay it.
So I've had a pseudo return this week. And now it's not just any pseudo return. It's a fucked up pseudo return. And I say that F word because it best describes what's happened in this situation. So remember a couple of weeks ago, I sold the penguin, not the penguin from Penguin Gate. I sold Wilbur the penguin from the British Gas advert. I sent it click and collect. And last week, I got a message saying that the buyer had opened up a return. It was a pseudo return. So I knew actually the buyer wasn't opening a return. It was the shop because the buyer hadn't collected it. And so they opened up a return for this penguin. So I was waiting for it to come back. And when it arrived back, the penguin had magically turned into SpongeBob SquarePants.
I came in and I was like, why do we have SpongeBob? He was like, we don't have SpongeBob. We have a penguin. I'm like, no, we don't. We have SpongeBob. He's like, no, this is a penguin.
Yeah. So this went on for a good few minutes. No, we have that is a penguin.
I'm like, no, it's not a penguin.
So anyway, I got onto eBay and I said, look, something's gone wrong here. I've been sent back SpongeBob and I should have had a penguin. And to be honest, I think the people in whatever country they were did not have a clue what I was talking about. But what they said was, I tell you what, Chris, we'll put the return on hold whilst we investigate it. In the meantime, I sent a message to the buyer. I didn't get a response. I sent another message to the buyer and they responded to it. And they sent me a lovely picture of them holding a penguin, saying, I got my penguin. It was absolutely fine. So I don't know why you've got SpongeBob. So I'm absolutely baffled. But the only thing I can think of is that I've been sent an item back incorrectly somehow. I wouldn't mind, but it's actually even got the woman's name on this package. So if she collected her penguin, how have I got her package here? It makes no sense to me. But anyway, that's this week's Oh No. I'm going to get onto eBay tomorrow. I'm going to tell them that the buyer has sent me a picture saying that they received it. Hopefully they'll just shut the whole return back down and I'll just flog that on eBay for whatever it's worth anyway. So everyone's a winner.
Way behind with the chat here because we just missed loads of it by them messing around. Dave Repair says he's here for both of us, which is really sweet. Thank you very much. But I'm still not doing anything else. Reseller Kidder says, Chris, why have you put like and dislike on vids instead of showing likes? Did you get hate? I hope not. Or is it just a preference?
What, sorry?
He's put, why have you put like and dislike? So is it thumbs up and thumbs down? Can you choose to not have the thumbs down? Because if so, take the thumbs down off.
I don't understand.
On your videos, likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
He said, instead of just showing likes, did you get hate? I hope not. Or is it just a preference? Do you have to have the up and down?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You can't change that, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Oliverine says, I won't act, but
I'm not sure, Peter, about that.
I was conned into singing too. I'm just a pushover. Andrew, there will never be a Christmas #1. Vic Burns says the bell in Bargain Bell should, for marketing purposes, be Bell with an E on the end. Come on, guys. Bell out of Beauty and the Beast. Just because I'm beautiful.
So what does that make me?
Andrew says, I've watched the 300-second police videos. I can confirm they are terrible.
Thanks for your support.
Tat Doctor John, as he said, he's done lots of listing while I've done lots while he's been listening. Thanks
cool.
for a great night.
Thanks, Ian.
So brilliant. Rummage Around says, bargain bell, how does a dead duck go? A dead duck goes...
I don't even know where are you? 21:35.
I made some comment about a dead duck, and that's how they go.
I'm past you. Pick up a penguin.
Yeah. Steve Branno says, my absolute favourite channel, Mistakes and All. It's a good bloody job because we make plenty of them.
Chris Tyler's got it. Pewdo, pick up.
There's a few people that have said that.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. That makes 100% sense. It makes me look like a complete buffoon.
But I liked the comment of Steve Branno. Did you not get that one? Never had one of those pew what? I was chuckling to myself before.
Pewdo, that makes sense. Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
There's a few people that have put that.
I had no clue about what that was.
Olivine said, just shit myself a bit then. Wasn't ready for another quiz. I told you, you've literally made people panic. We should have gone with it. We should have gone with it and seen what people did. That'd have been good.
Oh, Reselling Polly's watching Rock and Roll. I love that film. That is a great film. NJ79 will agree with you on that. That is a great film. It goes along the lines of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. It's in that kind of ilk. If you've not watched Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, that is one of the greatest films of all time.
Chris Tyler says, I bet you looked up how much SpongeBob was worth before following it up.
I have looked it up. It's only worth about £6, that.
Free SpongeBob for future auction.
Yeah, somebody's going to get sent that, I think. I think we'll let somebody have that.
I think I'm getting there. Sorry if I've not read your comment out because we were messing around before. I've got way behind. You're all way too involved for me, my tiny little brain trying to keep up.
Grant Resell says, what's this? 86 subs on the new channel. That's
Woo-hoo!
Brilliant. Right, come on. Before we finish, let's get to 100.
Can I
please.
just say thank you to everybody that subbed, everyone that subbed. But I will say thank you to Ray as well, because bless him, I did see a comment from him. He said he subbed, even though we won't watch any videos because he doesn't like movie-related stuff. But just to help you out, he subbed.
Ray, do you not watch films at all? I mean, it's not necessarily about movie-related stuff. It's more about films themselves. So we're going to be reviewing and doing watch parties and stuff. So if I understand if you don't watch films at all, but thanks for subbing anyway.
Rummage Around says, Chris, check your Facebook.
I can't. My phone's in the other room because I run the internet off it because we're still on dial-up here in Devon.
We still have a little hamster going around in a wheel.
Yeah, it's a great film, that.
Reseller Kid said, I mean, how you can have likes and dislikes instead of showing the actual amount of likes and dislikes. No, it does show the amount. We've got, well, at the moment, mine's saying 5 thumbs up and 1 dislike.
Yeah, it does show the amount. We haven't altered anything on that. Lock, Stock, what a movie. Absolutely love it. Me and NJ, it's our favourite movie probably of all time.
NJ's got a very good film.
Along with probably Trainspotting is good as well.
Oliver, well, I know what the first puzzle picture is, SpongeBob. See, I'm not a big fan of Lock, Stock either. I'm a weirdo.
Film. I tell you what, that film is brilliant, and I love the soundtrack of it as well. The soundtrack makes it.
Oh, that's it. Go on, Oliver Ian. You push people. He's put there's 105 in the chat, so who hasn't subbed?
Exactly.
Oh no.
More feet on the street than Bobby's on the beat. Yes, correct.
To be fair, there's 104 in the chat because I'm one of them. Ray says, no, not films, just documentaries.
Ah, okay. Fair enough, Ray, but thanks for subbing. Appreciate it. If you feel like going and liking some stuff as well, go and like it, but I'm not going to beg.
Rewind Resell. Well, you don't have to watch it. You can just like it. Rewind Resell says, evening, missed the whole stream tonight.
You've missed like 1 hour 44. How do you miss 1 hour 44 minutes? Come on.
Vic Burns, check out Cockneys versus Zombies. That rings a bell.
Oh, I've seen it.
I'm going to say it rings a bell. I'm pretty sure he's made me watch that.
Seen it. Quite enjoyed that.
Joan, never seen Lock, Stock.
Oh,
unfortunately, these sort of films are made to watch by Chris. But I'm not a fan of the other one that you love, the Ewan McGregor one.
Trainspotting.
Train
That's what I mentioned that earlier.
Did you? I wasn't listening. I don't
Love
listen to anything you say.
Trainspotting and Lockstock are right up there, probably in the top 5 films.
Victoria Plum says, I've subbed 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Critters. Critters 1. One of the top 5 movies ever made. Matrix. You're not keen on the Matrix, are you?
The problem with the Matrix is I don't understand it, right? And I hate films that I don't understand. And she hates it as well because I am constantly saying, right, what's going on here? What's going on? I don't understand it.
And God help us if I don't know what's going on. Then he goes, but you always know what's going on. How am I supposed to know what's going on if you don't know what's going on? Tat Doctor says, for those late night listeners and insomniacs, Mel at Back from the Burnout is live at 1 a.m. UK time.
So if you're up late, go and catch Mel later on.
Ray says, now you're pushing it.
It's fine. Thank you anyway, Ray. I appreciate it.
Rewind Resale says, I boycotted it after you stole my Rewind tagline for your new channel. Hey, the name was picked by the people.
It was.
It was picked by the people.
Steve Brano's loving the new channel. I might even go as far as to... No, I'm not going to announce the first watch party.
Ricky Lee's just joined.
Steve Brano knows what it is, but...
Ricky Lee's just joined us.
Oh, hi, Ricky Lee. You missed out on your shout-out earlier on.
Because he's put, hey, I have my cool new hat that's arrived safe and sound, thank you.
Brad Pitt in Snatch. I wasn't a fan of Snatch. Well, that sounded really wrong, didn't it? That sounded really wrong.
It's a good job I didn't answer. Moving on swiftly.
Yeah.
Samurai Cop Bell, that's a classic film.
Everyone's coming up with films now. You see, we should be doing a film stream now, shouldn't we?
No. Told you, I'm not going on those programs.
A Beautiful Mind, Tori says. I quite enjoyed that film, yeah.
John says, are you going to review your top 5?
I might do, yeah. I might do. If you can't understand The Matrix, how are you with Inception? I'm the same with that. It's an absolute mind bender for me. Didn't get it at all. Do a watch party with The Matrix. Oh, yeah, so that everyone can see how thick I am. Chris ain't a fan of Snatch. Johnny says, give us plenty of time to order a DVD. Yes, I will do. I'm going to aim for like at least 1 week's notice, maybe longer for a watch party. But don't forget, what I'm going to try and do is try and find a film that's reasonably widely available. So maybe it's on Netflix, on Prime. You could obviously have a DVD if you really wanted to go and buy a DVD of it. Or maybe it's on Sky as well. So I'm going to try and do it that way, but it might not always be possible. So I will give you plenty of what do you call it? Notice if I can.
Ricky Lee said, should my ears be burning? Literally, you just got a shout out for joining the CCC club, that's all. And just in case you don't know what the CCC club is and you're thinking, wow, what have I signed up to? It's the Chuppa Chup crew.
Hacksaw Ridge was great. It's a good film.
Right, I have 2% left on my iPad before it dies. So, do you have anything else?
Yes.
That's actually reselling?
Yes, I do actually.
Right, go for them. Go.
The last thing. So I'm going to share the screen again. I haven't really got a VT for this one. So what it is, I want to say that a picture tells 1,000 words. Now, sometimes what I do, and I'm sharing a little bit of a golden nugget of information, is if you've got an item that really needs more than one picture on that first main picture, it's a good idea to do a multi-image picture. And I use an app. It's the same, I can't remember the name of the app. It's the same one that you use to do multi-image pictures on Instagram. I use that app. I forget now what it's called. Someone in the chat will know what it is. But it's dead easy to use. And this is an example of one. So it was a really nice front of the t-shirt, but also the back. and it came with shorts, front and back. And I've got all those pictures on the main image. And then, of course, obviously, I've got the individual pictures here. But I think that looks great when you're looking, when you're browsing through a list of listings. So I would be a big advocate of you doing multi-picture, not on everything, but just when it's relevant. And look at how that comes out. It looks great.
Rummage Around says they use Photo Room.
I use Photo Room sometimes to remove the white background if eBay doesn't work. And I use it for some other editing things. But there's another one. I think it's called Layout. I think it's an app called Layout. And it also works with Instagram, directly with Instagram.
And Rummage Around loves the t-shirt. And I've got, this is a very good question. Hang on. This is a very good question, Rebecca Holland. And I'm going to give you a moment to think about it while you carry on talking. She said, hi, how do you find the time to watch all these films and do the eBay business and YouTube videos? I'm impressed. So while you carry on, just think about what your answer is going to be for that. This is another example of a multi-image listing on the picture. So it's a plush here, which is the All Blacks mascot. Also, it goes inside out into a ball. So I put both pictures on the one main picture. And I do it quite a lot if it's relevant. Don't do it for everything because it's not worth it. But if it's relevant, do it. I think it will help sell your items. So there's my little tip for the day. Ricky Leah said it's called Layout.
Layout, that's it. Yeah.
And Tori said Photo Collage.
I use Layout, but I've heard of Photo Collage as well.
I've used both of them. Yeah.
Now, who asked that question?
Rebecca Holland. Because I asked you this very same thing only the other day.
How do you find the time to watch all these films and do the eBay business and YouTube? Yeah, God only knows, Rebecca. I don't even know how.
I'll tell you how, because the little window of time that I get with Chris,
you get loads of time.
It's like this. Why do you think I come on the Monday night show? It's the most time I get to spend with you.
Bull crap.
No,
I don't.
I want to spend it with the people.
I fit it in somehow. I get up at the crack of dawn and I make a start on my eBay stuff.
He doesn't.
I do. I get up fairly early so that I can get a lot of listing done in the morning, and then sort of do packaging sort of over lunch, and then I'll do a bit more listing maybe. Then I'll look at some videos, and then I'll watch some films, and then I go to bed and then start again.
Exactly. And where's the space that I fit in?
You're in there all the way. You're
in the background.
Into everything.
In the background somewhere.
What's this? Rummage Around. Chris should be paying for us to have a copy of the DVD.
I know. Reselling Policy says Layout is great. I use this app all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Fat Girl Sewing says I can create a collage in the photo gallery on my phone.
Oh, that's good. NJ79, if you want to watch a film, watch Triangle. Triangle is the worst film me and NJ have ever watched at the cinema in our lives.
Olive Reen's agreed with him.
It was horrendous.
And Olive Reen says he doesn't sleep, Rebecca. He is a machine. And then Andrew says, and how does he find time to pleasure Belle too? Well, going back to the reference of Snatch that he doesn't like.
That's a horrible word. It's a horrible word.
I'm kidding.
Martin Sim. Is that a new name? Or are we going to get told off again?
Martin Sim.
But welcome anyway.
Can I stay neutral and go? I don't know.
Yeah. You're gonna go Exeter car boot sale again at the race course. The problem with that Exeter one is if you're gonna get in there early, it costs you £8. And I don't really want to pay £8 to get in. Because if you go in at normal time and pay £1 or whatever it is, everyone's snatched all the decent stuff. So and I don't know. I will go back to Exeter, but I don't really want to pay £8 to get in.
Olive Reen's put Belle, meet Chris. Chris, meet Belle.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're going to go through the honeymoon period again at some point. Rummage Around said the worst film I watched in the cinema was The Monument Men.
I like that. I really enjoyed that film, The Monument Men. I really liked it. I tell you what, me and Neil walked out of a film about a year ago. Black Klansman. Do you remember it? Black Klansman. Oh, what a pile of dog crap that was. We left after about 30 minutes. It just was rubbish. And we very, very rarely walk out of a film.
Oh, Grant Resells said you've got 91 subs. Oh,
Come on, people.
My iPad's gone.
Oh.
That's it, folks.
Never mind. I'm not leaving this stream until I hit 100 subs on the new channel. Come on. Go down into the description. There's a link to the new channel. Please go and sub.
Can you sub a channel more than once? Because if that's possible, I'm going to go sub the next 9 and then I can go to bed.
How thick are you? That does not work.
Did you just call me thick on a live show?
If you try and sub,
are you going to take that? Are you going to take that?
If you try and sub, it will unsub and then it will
joking.
sub again. It will unsub and it will sub again. I know you were.
I was joking.
I know.
Mina.
But she is a bit thick.
Shut up.
Channel
Beat
Nen.
you to death with your head. I meant that head as well, not this head. That head.
Is that a new name? Channel
I tell
Nen?
you something. The way all these reselling fans are going on about your movies, you're not going to have any trouble getting people watching your films and stuff.
I hope so. I think it'll be good to have a watch party.
We're either boring people to death with the reselling stuff or people are really interested in movies. See? Pushing it, Chris.
Black Klansman was based on a true story. I don't care if it was a true story or not. The film was terrible. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't really get into it. Maybe if we'd have stayed till the end, it would have been all right. But I didn't enjoy it, and I don't think
Big domestic.
I know. Yeah. There's no domestic. We don't have domestic.
You guys would love for us to have a full-blown domestic live on YouTube.
How often do we ever fall out? Can you count how many? Can you even think how many times we fell out?
In 10 years of knowing you?
Yeah.
Not many. We're very boring. We're very boring. We don't even fall out.
We don't fall out.
And anyway,
we have a little tiff now and again, but it doesn't last long.
Our idea of having a disagreement is neither of us want to talk, so we have the quietest arguments ever. We literally don't talk for half a day and then just go, nah, okay, let's get on with it. We're so boring.
Down to 50 subs.
Oh, Paradox Picker, he subbed twice. See?
I see, but he's got 2 accounts.
I don't care. He still did it twice. Nah.
Which is of ours.
We all know you'd beat him. Of course. Oh, we're up to 96. And Becky subbed in. She doesn't like films. This is how much.
Thank you.
This is how much people just want you to shut up about it.
I know.
98 subs.
98.
Come on, 2 more, then I can go to bed, please.
And then you can see my first terrible review that's coming out in the next couple of days. It's really bad. It's so cheesy. It's unbelievable. But then it's about B movies, so it's going to be cheesy, isn't it?
Neil, have you subbed?
Yeah, NJ, go
If you
sub.
haven't, go sub quick. Sub so Belle can go to bed.
Anyway, come on. Let's call it a night. What do I need to end with? So, what's coming up for this week on the channel? So, tomorrow night, can someone please let me know? I don't even know what time I'm on Rummage Around's channel tomorrow night, but it's a 4-way on. I mean, sounds interesting, doesn't it? I mean, we're talking about snatches and all sorts.
100.
Oh,
woohoo!
Get in there. Yes.
I can go to bed.
There is a 4-way tomorrow night. If anyone's interested in watching a 4-way live on YouTube, then go over to Rummage Around's channel. I was looking to see if I had like a balloony thing, but I haven't got one. Never mind.
I've got a balloony thing sat next to me.
But thank you everyone for subbing. So look out for that
8
tomorrow
o'clock.
night, 8 o'clock on Rummage Around's channel.
I'll watch it from bed.
It's going to be a good old chat. I've got a couple of boot sale videos, 101.
Woohoo!
Couple of boot sale videos this week, maybe a jumble trail as well. Chris will have no
0 views on his vids, but 100 subs.
I know. That's not good, actually. That's not good. So yeah, a couple of videos coming out this week. A new video on the new channel as well. I promise to stop talking about that on this channel at some point in the future. And I think that is it.
It is. Now let all the nice folk go to bed.
I know.
Including me.
Thanks, NJ.
And thanks everybody for subbing Chris's new channel, including and especially the people that don't like movie related items.
I know. That's above and beyond. That is how good you guys are.
Becky's unsubbing because you got 101.
Oh, don't do that. Stay. Please stay. Please stay.
Bless.
Right.
Thanks for
call
joining
time.
us as always. It's been a blast.
Which is the ending one? Is
Yeah,
it
get
that
the
one?
right one.
Which one is it?
Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one, isn't it? It's
I've
bad, isn't it?
forgotten.
We don't even know what our own outro is. Yeah, it's this one.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Nobody notices anyway because nobody watches that
We're
far.
bang on 2 hours. We've had a long one tonight.
Right, come on then, let's go.
Right, see you all. Thanks again for watching and for subbing the new channel. That is really appreciated. And we'll see you again next week, 8 p.m. here at Cookie and the Haydens. That's it. Thanks very much. See ya. Bye.
Bye.